Welcome back to another video, guys. So today we're going to be talking about the reverse bay park. Now there's lots of videos online of how to do this, and maybe on your lessons with your instructor or with your parents you've tried it and it hasn't gone to plan. Well, on today's video we're going to help make it a little bit easier for you, and hopefully you'll be able to do it time and time again. Now this doesn't work on certain types of cars, and that's mainly the micro cars such as the Kia Picanto, the Hyundai i10, them type of really small vehicles. But for anything that's bigger than that, this works time and time and time again. So let's give it a go. And remember, with the reversing exercise, you can take your seatbelt off to reverse, but remember to put it back on once you start to move forward again, or before you start to move forward. So you make sure it's safe for you to go. Why is it important that we look around? What could be around us in the car park? Now the difference with this video is we're going to use a little bit of drone footage as well to help you see what we're doing. So when you're reversing to the right, it's always important to keep to the right hand side of the road. So if there's a centre line in the road, keep just to the left of that. And basically the reference point that we use, if you've never heard what a reference point is, it's basically getting a point in the car, within the car, that you can use to do this manoeuvre time and time again. Now it's good to get it wrong, because that means if you get it wrong on your test, you know exactly how to do the manoeuvre. Alright, so we're going to select reverse. The drone footage will show you exactly where I am within the car park. And we're going to talk about that in a moment. So, at this point here, remember last video was dry steer, so you can dry steer. So this is your point of turn, this is where you dry steer. And this to our right here will be bay 1. And we're going to end up in bay 3. So as we start to reverse, checking all around, where's your blind spot now as you start moving? It's to the left, because you need to know what's over that side of the vehicle. Looking around. Be aware of anything to the front of the vehicle. As we come around, if you haven't got them, little blind spot mirrors on the door mirrors are ideal. So basically what I'm looking for is the car to just look straight, and at this point we stop. So now we're at 90 degrees, so we've come from the bay like this, we've come from this way and we're doing this. So now we're like that now with the bay. So all we need to do now is straighten the wheel up, check around again, and simply just reverse the car back into the bay. And it's nice and simple, keep it nice and slow, looking all around. The sun is blinding us on our left shoulder, but we're just going to stop in the bay just like that. So that's how you do a 90 degree turn. It's always easier to turn to the right because you've got more space than it is to do it on the left. But to do it on the left, it's a bit like this. So we've just got to reverse back a little bit because we've got no reference point otherwise. So there's a little line coming up, which is just about there. So that's where we are now with the bay. We're going to turn full lock at left, into reverse, checking all around. And as we come around, again, the same thing again, we're going to end up in the third bay along. Really simple. If you're using a car with the gears, clutch control, you're just all on clutch, really, unless you're on a bit of hill, you might use a little bit of gas or accelerator pedal. But then once you look parallel or straight with the lines, you simply stop, straighten wheels up, and then check around and roll it back into the bay. And again, you're going to be stopping. So the back of the car, if you've got a parking sensor, the line just hits the curb, the red line. And that's that way. But if you want to do a 45 degree angle, that's a different option altogether. So how would you do that? So first of all, we'd have to go onto the wrong side of the road. So where would you check first? What could be coming down the right side of you? And then as we come around, we'd want to swing out to the left, making sure there's nothing coming down the left side, obviously. Like this. Put your turn on. So you're aiming for your bay, you can see it over your shoulder here. You're aiming for the line. We've got our lock on. As we come around and see the lines become straight with the car again, we straighten the wheels up and we just guide it in nice and slowly. Done. That's 45 degrees to the left. You can space, as you enter the car park, maybe you can see a space to the left. So you'd want to reverse in, so you come across. You would then steer to the right, making sure it's safe to steer to the right. That's like that. Reverse. Get your lock on. Check all around. Being aware of your surroundings. I'm just going to reverse back. Now you'll probably see on the footage that, I might go over the lines. But that's perfectly okay if there's no vehicles there. Obviously, if there was vehicles there, then it's a different story, isn't it? Because you'd end up hitting the vehicle. So I've done 4 manoeuvres, all slightly different, all perfectly done first go, and that's all because the reference point that I used was the back wheel with a line. Hope that make that understandable for you when you're learning to drive or you're having private practice. But what happens if it goes wrong? Let's have a little look if it goes wrong. So say some people use the shoulder, or the problem with that is the car seat is a different position. So the shoulder might not work for everyone. So if I line up my shoulder with a line, that's there. And now I full lock it. Let's see what happens. So full lock on it. Now you can probably see by the trajectory of the car on the drone footage that I'm missing this line. Now that's acceptable. So I've come back. I'm now over the line. Now on your test, they will ask you if you're happy with that, have you finished? And the simple thing is to check. So can you see it in your mirror, the line? No. Have you got a little blind spot mirror? Can you see the line in that? No. Did you open your door? Can you see the line? No. Okay, so chances are you're not in the base. What we're going to do is, the one thing I do like about this car park that I'm using today is the lines don't quite line up with each other. So you shouldn't really use the lines facing you to decide if it's safe for you to, or be safe in the bay. So what we're going to do is just going to move forward. I can see I've got more space to this side, so I'm going to move to the left slightly. I can see my line now in the right side. Checking all around again. I think I forgot it on that one then, to be fair. But it is closed. It's an empty car park. Although still look around on your lessons and your test even if it's empty. And now we should be in. But that's how you correct it. Have a play around with it. See if it works. If it works for you, fantastic. If it doesn't, let us know what we can change to make it work next time. Bye for now.